Hey, Linda. I'm wearing Lucid's hat she sent me. I love this thing. So crazy. Hi. Well, thought it might be a good time to, it looks like full moon is coming right up, so it's going to take a little planning because, hey, Chris, going to take a little planning because of course, we want our ceremony to be private. So, a lot of people are doing this Patreon thing now. Everybody is moving off of YouTube. They're tired of their harassment and they're going to a subscription platform with which requires money. And I'm there like, geez, I don't know. I can't afford all these separate subscriptions. I'm sorry, folks, but I can't be doing. Well, I shouldn't put it that way. No, I could probably afford it if I really wanted to, but I don't want to spend all of my money on everybody's subscriptions. I just have a lot of other things I got to spend my money on. Now, I've been thinking of having something like that because bringing money into it kind of deletes the trolls automatically. I've been thinking of having something where it's $1, something like $1. Just because if you have to spend some money for it, that kind of leaves the trolls right out flat. Most of them won't even spend $1 to harass you, but they'll harass you for free. All the. I was considering that. I don't know if you'd be down with that, but I was thinking about it. We could have some kind of thing like that, maybe, but I'd probably only make it $1. Anyway, yeah, I'm not gonna do pay. I wouldn't do Patreon. I'd do some other. I would do it a different way. I think. Yeah, I don't think I would do Patreon anyway. They take a lot out. They do. All of these things. The super chats, they take a lot out. That's why I don't even care if I have super chat. And in fact, here, there we go. That's good enough for me, frankly. Hi. Yeah. I was thinking of having some kind of subscription thing so that we automatically delete the trolls, but I don't know. That may be someday in the future, but yeah, I figure $1. I was thinking of having the coloring book be like $1 a month or something. So I would put out a coloring book, an adult coloring book page a month or something that we could color together. Yeah, I need to be more known. Well, that's just it. I want you guys to feel safe, but I need to expand. And, that means we can't be worried about everybody being a poodle. It's not going to be possible. We're not going to know everybody that comes in then. And so, yeah, I need to expand. It's true. But the other thing we could do is have a day that's just for the core crew. Hey, Titan, like a day that the ceremony day would be just for the core crew and not for the public. That's possible. You know what? I keep feeling like that too, Linda. Hey, Titan. Hey, Micah. We got Linda, Micah, Chris, Titan. How you doing? Yeah, I need to get on some other shows. I think I can probably do that at some point. I'm not quite sure. I think um, I'm kind of being considered for SOR, but I want to be ready for that. I got to be ready for that. That could bring a huge influx of people. And you guys have got to be ready for that too, because everybody can't be a poodle then. Like you can't be. And let's see, the other thing is, I think we need a website. I mean, almost everybody has a website where people can go and you can get a hold of me easier. And don't get muddled in with my personal email. And you guys can chat. I'm working on that. I'm working on getting us a website. That's going to cost something because free websites are, you know. So I've got to figure that into expenses. And then, but now that I'm selling the stones, I might be making enough. Um, you know, I'm selling things. I'm probably going to be on Lucid's channel Mondays a lot. It's not the same kind of thing, though. I know. Um, true. Hi, Pam. Yeah, I think I need a website. I'd feel more confident about going out and being a guest if I had a website to send people to. And right now I have a WordPress.com one. It's not that great. You can't even comment unless you join up. So it's still generating income. Yeah, I gotta, I, yeah, you need income to do these things. That's all there is to it. I hate to have to admit it, but you do, and I'm thinking a website is what we need so that we could have places to store our information because we have so much information we want to share. And I want to have you guys on. It turns out you guys are all very interesting. Pam has a story. Bami has a story. I'm sure Micah has stories. I'm sure you all have stories, and we haven't had you in for a while. Titan is going to one day, hopefully, tell us about Tartaria. I'm still waiting for that. I have an email, but not a dedicated one to this. I have trouble checking my email because it gets lost in things. Even the other one, the D Singer Ocean one. D Singer Ocean is Gmail is the one that I recommend. it's a little easier for me to pick out your letters in that one because it's not as got as many advertisings and stuff. The other one's older and has developed a lot of through, how you do stuff that's not very bright. Like, you're offered this or that, and or you click something, and so I have a lot of stuff that I've tried to unsubscribe from and everything in my regular email, and it's kind of a mess. And then there's the D Singer Ocean one, which is a little less full. I'm thinking of putting that one, actually giving it its own tablet so that I can just pick up that tablet and go look at it, and it'll be like right there, By the way, nothing interesting here? Oh, you mean at your place or at my place? The Sith? Yeah, it's an income. If as long as Lucid's allowed to, or lets me, I'm allowed to be on Lucid, I might as well, do that because it is an income. So, um, the Sith, I think the Sith are more fun. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much to go over. Um, Chris, I really wouldn't recommend that. I think Titan would be quite a handful. That's true. I suppose I could. Would you guys come to that? Well, would you subscribe to that? I don't know if you'd always come, but would you subscribe to that? I guess I could do that. Have my own selling channel, and then I could be in the mix. Like sometimes we'd be over at Lucid's, and sometimes we'd be at one of the others, and sometimes we'd be at mine. I guess I could do. Yeah. Yeah, but I just thought we needed to we need to have some kind of get together and decide what we need to do, what we want to do, and what we need to do, and how we want to branch out from here. Because, obviously we need to expand. We need to get more people. And I mean, there's ways to do that. You can invite people from other shows. That's entirely possible. I mean, that's how we came together in the first place. I mean, if you run into somebody at another show that you think would fit here, that's one way, but that's word of mouth. But yeah, we need more people. Yeah, I think that's good. Pam, could I just ask you about some of could you take a look at some of the options for a website and then just maybe advise me? I know you can't do it, actually do the site, but if you could give me some advice, I'd feel a little bit more confident because I want a place for you to be, but I'm thinking of WordPress.org. I have a .com site and I found out the difference. The difference is the .org is an open source and um, but you need a host. So I'd have to pay for a host, and you need to. And if you want a dedicated domain, blah, blah, it's easy for me to say, domain name. See, that was easy. Why couldn't I say it before? I don't know. Anyway, hi, Richard. Richard is in. Yeah. I mean, I know you can't do it, but maybe you can at least advise me. Um, Give me some pointers on it. I've tried to make them before, and they've driven me completely up the wall trying to build them. I have a Wix site that drives me nuts. It drives me completely nuts, their website builder. It has some good features, but some of it, it's like the way that it's will sometimes change every page. If you don't do it just right, it'll change all your pages that you just worked on. It's like, drives me freaking nuts. Yeah, here's the thing. I've been heavily messed with. I can't seem to get into my GoDaddy account. I've had one for a while. I've had domain names with them before. Having trouble with my GoDaddy account. I'm also having trouble with the other one. What was it? Namecheap. And those are the two cheapest ones. So, okay, Linda. Blah. Um, you went there. Yeah, Namecheap. I haven't been able to get into either account. Like I said, I've done stuff before and I've been heavily. You think this is nothing compared to how I've been messed with in the past. Really, we're doing great. This is the best it's been. Because yeah, um, there are people who don't like me just because I'm spiritual. Honestly, they want me to be science. They want me to be science mama. They I'm like, dudes, I was that. Oh, okay, I tried that. It, they've got a term in the UFO community that's kind of a joke. But that's tough. I am what I am, and everybody's just, it's like people just gotta accept that. Um, this is what I am. I'm a spiritual person. I'm magic, and they have, they even have in the UFO community. Some of the whistleblowers have said that some of the ships run on PFM drive. That means pure fucking magic. We're not going to get anywhere by thinking strictly scientifically. That's all I'm saying. We can't think strictly science, not our science anyway. We've got to go to a higher science in order to get anywhere. Well, you know what? I'm still going to try and break into my accounts there. There's got to be some way to hack in. Um, yeah, the PFM. Our Woo ship runs on PFM drive. You can tell everybody that we have a PFM drive. Speaking of which, I did want to tell you as we're thinking about what we want to do. Um, I wanted okay, and yeah, I am going to take the idea of having a sale on here pretty frequently. I think because I got a lot of stuff, and you wouldn't believe what some of it is. Some of it's pretty cool, but I'm willing to let go of it because I've had my fun with it. And who else will pick on then? Yeah, I gotta I have gotten a message that some of my detractors are gone. They're kaput. I'm not sure the extent of what that means, but some of my obstacles are now gone. And that's really good news, folks. Other people didn't like me because I wasn't their brand of woo. And I have strong opinions, and you know, that'll get you in all kinds of trouble. There's, yeah, that's another thing. I ordered a postal scale. I'm gonna have to get organized. It kind of scares me. Hope I'm up to it, but I'll do it. I will. I've done it before. I think hearing that things have been partly cleared for me is really going to help because for a while it was bad. Um, so you don't know the territory I've already been over, but it's okay. I think this time it's going to go through. It looks like it's really going to go through, and things are going to work. So the board's been cleared of some pieces. Let's put it that way. Thanks, Titan. Um, Here's a couple. I'd like an opinion on. I'd like your opinion on how hard it would be to get the WordPress.org going. Then they have a couple. They have a few hosts that they recommend to go with that, like Bluehost, and then there is another web hosting surface called or interface called iono.com, which will give you a shop and a domain name. The first year is free, and but it wouldn't give us the hangout. We'd need to make our hangout for that. And what Iona said is build your website with the WordPress.com. What would probably work? First, build your WordPress.org, not com. .org site, and then bring it back to them, and they can set me up with a shop and a host that they will host. So, so we would have to find a host for a while and see, which they've got some hosting things like Bluehost and others that they recommend on their site. So if you can just take a look at, take a look at WordPress.org and the people that they're saying, you know, host with these people that they're suggesting. That's what I need your opinion on, probably. And then Ionos may be a something too. I can give you the links to that. Anyway, is Social Security a medical scheme? Yeah, I think so. In a way, in some ways it is. Sure, sure, Pam. Well, yeah, some of these are like there's a plan that gives you, I believe, like 500 products you can have for $30 a month. So, or something like that on Ionos. Some places give you, see, that's just it. They offer these plans, and I have been reading about how if you use a free site, what you get is everybody else's advertisement. So you really don't get, you really don't get, you get a site that sends everybody everywhere else and has a bunch of advertising. Well, we don't want that. I mean, that's already my WordPress.com site has that. I mean, I can give you the sites that I have and you can look at them. But like a lot of them give you only so much data, so many gigabytes of data. Some give you unlimited. Ionos gives you unlimited, by the way. So, storage, and you don't have to worry about storage and stuff. So some of them give you unlimited, some of them put strict limits. It's so confusing to me that my head just wants to go boom, right? That's the problem. I need somebody to help me sort this out. Yeah. Hi, Max. Thanks. Thanks, Pam. Hey, Max Vision, and how are you doing today? How's John, and how's the kitty? How's Mr. Max Kitty? Mr. Beautiful Kitty. He says, I know the show is really all about me. I think I need a kitty cat. I think probably it'll come this spring. Yeah, I think that'll probably happen this spring. Okay, Micah. Well, do we want to have our ceremony tomorrow or the next day? Friday, some of you could stay up later, probably. Those of you who are working. If we have it Friday, I was thinking maybe we could have it Friday. Yeah, I miss having a kitty cat. I loved my little girl, and I still hear from her. You'll be working till you're 80? Well, here's an interesting thing. If I can pull off this stuff, so can you. The way I am, I want to be so organized. I try so hard. I really do. There's a part of me that wants to be so organized, and absolutely having problems with that. But anyway, yeah, I think Friday would be the best because that way the guys there that do work could be up a little later. We wouldn't have to worry so much. We could just kind of cruise however we wanted to. Yeah, I think I'll plan it for Friday, and we'll have a nice, and we'll just do whatever we want. Is this weird shadow right here? Looks like, anyway, you know what? Probably I'm kind of a workaholic anyway. When I'm feeling good, I was one of those A type in a lot of ways. I was one of those stress out, workaholic types before I got really sick. I was working all the time. Yeah. Hi, Ken. Yeah, it was almost like the illness said, "You're gonna take some time off, kid." Um, I'm not sure. See, I haven't spoken of it much, but I've been poisoned on more than one occasion, and I don't talk about it much. It's kind of weird, but I'm coming back from it. I mean, they haven't. I can relate to that. Snuff the Rooster song, Allison Jay's. It's like, here they come again to try and kill me. It's like, well, it's not going to work this time either. However, what am I going to have to do to get out of this one? Um, because there's been so many ways. And if you say anything about it, you're paranoid. And I'm smart enough to know that you can't, there's a lot of things you can't talk about. Um, you just can't say. You, um, what will happen is you'll be made to look like a crazy person. And that's been attempted. And although I am kind of crazy, but in a different way, yeah, they'll try to make you look like an insane person and paint you as a no good, drug addicted, drunken, insane person. That's the way the gang stalking works. Am I saying that I have been? I hate to say it, but yeah. And I've even had the signature when they've done stuff to scare you is a cigarette butt. I believe it's a Camel cigarette always. Um, but it's always the kind with the orange filter, that kind. It's always left at the scene. That's to let you know. Um, I think I've fallen off the radar pretty much now because I disappeared for a while. I felt I wasn't doing anything for a while. So, but gang stalking is real. Are they gone? I don't know. Is it gone? If it had to do with my ex, I think he's about retirement time, so it may just be that my ex is out of the picture. And was it who was it exactly, or was it just somebody trying to scare me? I don't know. They went quite far to try and scare me, if so. I often wondered, what the hell do I know? What the hell am I doing that would bring this on? How could that be? I can't imagine how I would be important enough for anybody to want to gangster, but somehow I was. And how do you get out of that? I don't know. Maybe if the person that put the contract dies, who knows? Or was it just somebody from my past who was freaking nuts? Or was it my ex? I don't know. My ex worked for the government. Maybe he still does. Maybe he's not anymore. Not like deeply secret or anything, but he knows his way around that stuff. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why it was happening. Hi, Denali. How you doing? How you doing, Mary? Today, what we have here, we have 50s. It went up to a balmy 50 degrees, 52, and is going to go down into the 20s tonight. That's Ohio. Could just be David gang stalking me. I don't think so. He's not the gang stalking type. Oh, cases of restaurants that are staying open during COVID or winning court cases. Cool. But wait a minute, Titan. You mean because I knew David? Somebody could have been upset because I knew David? Is that what you're saying? You know what? I hadn't even thought of that. I know a lot of famous people. I knew a lot of famous people at one time. Somebody could have gotten upset. Hmm. I know you're meaning that for a joke. Yeah, my husband, of course. And it looks like, I don't know. Somebody could have. It looks like my mother did. Oh, leaving smoked camel cigs laying. Well, that's what I hear is that that's kind of like a signature. Because I mean, my place was, um, I'd come in and I'm there alone. I live there alone, but I'd come in and the toilet seat is up and a cigarette butt. And these things, a lot of these things are not to kill you, they're to scare you or make you sick. Um, my chair was burned. My chair had obviously been set on fire. My outdoor chair was an outdoor chair. Had obviously been burned by something, like a streak right across it, like somebody took something and just burned a streak right across my chair. And there's the cigarette. Um, Stuff like that. Weird crap. That if you weird enough that if you report it, you sound like a nutball, like you're just complaining for nothing. That's the pattern. It's just like you can't prove anything. You can't really pin anything down conclusively. That's the way it is. I've talked to other people and I've heard their stories. That's the way it's done. Is you know, eh, it's one of those cigarettes with the orange filter, very, the kind that I don't see that everyone smoke. A lot of them have white filters or something else now. Anyway. Oh, Denali just noticed I was talking about something. uh, yeah, we're gonna have it be up and down for a while like we normally do. My glasses are just lying here. I took them off so I could read the chat better. Finally, it's warming up. It's gonna go down to 23 though. Tomorrow. It's going to be, I think, back in the 30s or something. It was in the, yeah, basically it's harassment. It's, um, the whole idea is you look nuts when you try to report it because, the question is always, why would anybody be doing that? And actually, I have to ask myself, and why would anybody be doing that? But um, apparently, if you are a person with strong opinions, um, you can make some rather nasty uh, enemies. And I did know lots of people at one time. I was a vendor plus I was an entertainer. And I mean, I I went everything from, I performed at everything but from people's backyards and living rooms on the way up to, you know, huge places. But how do I know? Sometimes you don't even know why it's happening. Anyway, yeah, and there's a lot of gaslighting. They try to make you believe you're crazy and try to make you look crazy to everybody else. And yeah, I kept getting offers of. Uh, it's like I think in my life I've probably been offered all kinds of street drugs, and I don't, I'm not just uh, not interested. I've had to kick a lot of people out of my life because they've fallen prey to addictions, and unfortunately, you just can't trust addicts. Uh, it's sad. Some very talented people have been lost that way, and their stories are sad. But I'm still here. I'm still alive. But yeah, there's been things that, I mean, there's been weird stuff, just weird, the gaslighting type stuff, been a lot of that. So, COVID, during COVID, I think a lot of things happened during COVID that we're not hearing about because it's not business as usual. So, actually, I think a lot of stuff shook loose. Yeah. Well, yeah. I know Denali. Yeah, the addictive stuff really don't advise anybody to get anywhere near. I've seen what it does. You saw Tanya. Her brother is a meth head. Threatened to kill her and her mom. She ended up with a stroke over the situation. He stalked them, threatened to kill him, was getting money off of him, etc., etc., etc. It's pretty horrible. Um, but yeah, apparently there was a point in my career when I offended uh, somebody with money. Let's put it that way. And in the legal profession, because there were some things that I knew that it just couldn't happen unless you knew your legal stuff. But my ex would have known a lot of lawyers too, so That's one thing. But yes, there was one guy that in my memory said he was going to blame me for something, and that he knew some satanic people. And but you know what? The kind of life he was leading, I pretty sure I have outlived him. I've probably outlived him, and that may be why some of the pieces are off the board now. Um, but there are people who are just extremely retributive. Yeah, I can. You know what? A lot of us. Um, I've run into a lot of us. Mushrooms are wonderful. I would like it to be a less than occasional thing. But Marie wants a lot of money. Yeah. Um, yeah. The way it is in this world is if you offend the wrong rich people, you can be gang stalked. That's just the way it is. Some of them, it's worth it to them. Some of them are satanic, and actually, one of my friends found out that they were marked as the victim, which is a satanic follower picks out one of their friends. You've got to sacrifice one of your friends. And she found out she was the choice. He even told her right out because he thought she was going to die, but she didn't. So I can't tell any more about that story. That's all I can tell you about that. But that's real. That's very real. Don't forget, there are people who revel in nastiness, for lack of a better term. They have better rules. A census form. Wow. Ah, is that what it is? The dragon mother hat? Yeah. I think we have some dragon mothers in here, mothers of dragons in here. Is Linda going to go rest? Yeah, show me the goodness and the money. Did Linda say she was going off? Good night, everyone. Okay, good night, Linda. Love you. Hmm. Yep. We all remember dragons, don't we? They all, and they tell us all that we are crazy. That's just a fable. But we all remember them. We all relate to that, and that again tells me there's something to it. There were freaking dragons. Okay. I've been getting some strange messages. Very strange. Um, yeah, there are some things There are some things I remember, and I'm sure you remember. Hell yeah, there were dragons. There had to be. And then Maxis found some, but they were huge. Maxis found what appears to be the bodies, the dead bodies, the corpus delicti. We got them. They're just so darn big that it's hard to see them because they're like a mountain range size creature. So, of course, you're not just going to find the skeleton lying around. You're not going to know what you're looking at unless you look from the sky. It makes sense now. Right. Sexy butterfly costume. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, of course. And I used to be quite vocal about that kind of thing. I never thought I was political, and then one day I realized, oh, damn, I must be an activist because I keep trying to make things better. Shame on me. I'm a threat. Well, if you rattle the wrong cage, though, you're a threat anyway. You're going to be a threat anyway. There are people who just don't like opinionated people, or opinionated women especially. I've met people who hated me because I was an outspoken woman. You know, what am I going to do about it? Anyway, I've been fasting all day for clarity, and so trying to come to some conclusions about what to do about certain things. Anyway, if the coast has been cleared somewhat, maybe not entirely, like I'm not hearing that everything is just peachy now, but it's a lot clearer than it was, and it means that I have now a chance to really go on with my life uh, the way that I envisioned it, and really, I've been waiting for maybe at least 25 years to take my life back up and start doing what I want to be doing. There's a song. I'll call it Denali's song when I write it. If I were a man, I'd be rocking the kilt. It'd be, I'd have bagpipes playing to a rock. It'd be a rock bagpipe band. Imagine that. Hmm. Yeah, it's gee, I'm not unique though. There's plenty of people who this has happened to, and plenty of them live in Kent. Um, I've run into a lot of people who have been gang stalked in Kent. It's very common. This is one of the places you come to get gang stalked, I guess. Um, I finally moved to Kent because my friends were in Kent, and because I thought, after all, I've got to meet things head on, and I've got to win. So I decided to move to Kent. At least I had friends here, and face whatever was going on. So, because I'd lived other places, and actually, it's funny how things will calm down when nobody knows where you are, and then they'll pick back up. They would pick back up once everybody would find me. Would have once people would find it, and if things would catch up, and people would know where you were. So, that's another way you can tell when it's all quiet. Yeah. Dances with Sasquatch. Is that your spirit name, Barry? I think that the waiting is the hardest part. Yeah, gangs talked about the chemtrail vids, yeah. Well, I suppose someone like me, I actually go out there and sing away chemtrail, or we have to call them the right thing, stratospheric injections. I can go out there and start singing and they go away. Singing with intention. Yeah. That might be kind of threatening, I guess, to some folks. Yeah. Once again, PFM. Actually, I think what it is the beings who are telepathic hear me and they help. Dances with ruse. That would be funny. Dances with dingoes. The Aussie version of Dances with Wolves. And it would have to involve Bushmen, probably. That would be funny. Yeah. Actually, that would be a $1 million stealable idea. You better watch it, Ken. You better get that written up quick and sold to somebody because that's $1 million idea. A comment, make it a comedy, kind of a comedy slash with some reality to it, but kind of a takeoff on Dances with Wolves. That could be pretty funny. Had a bad Monday, but you had a bad Monday, but I hate when I have bad butt on Monday. You have a green sparkly fairy butt, Julia. Don't try to hide it. We all know about you now. Don't try spraying your green fairy dust at us thinking that we don't notice. Marsupial fighting. Everybody marsupial fighting. The kangaroos were fast as lightning. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yeah, it could be, Chris. Keep working on it. Don't quit your day job. Oh, yeah, yeah. Pass some good vibes to Julia. Pass some good vibes to Julia. Anyway, well, girls just want to have fun. Guys just want to fart. Guys just want to have farts. Okay, everybody hug Julia. Waltzing wallabies. Spirit animal is Daffy Duck. Hi, Circle K. Oh, I missed it. Somebody died. Sorry, Julia. No, you didn't miss the moon stuff. We're planning the moon stuff. It's going to be Friday, Circle K. We're planning and making up plans. We're going to have a troll-free ceremony on Friday because we're going to have a private stream. And you're invited, of course. Everybody who normally comes here and contributes is invited, but we just don't want any screwing around from idiots when we're trying to do some actual ceremony and help people. We don't want to be prevented from that. We want to be left to do our thing that we do. So we're going to have a private stream on Friday. It'll be the first one. And I'm going to try just having it on this channel. I keep threatening to clear one of my other channels out and just have us move there, but then I realize we really need to expand this channel. And if I move everybody there, it's not going to do. What would help is if you could come back and make a comment and a like on, in after we're done when it comes back up. But that would help a bit, maybe. Then I got to figure out things like what do they call them? The words that you put in that cause it to be suggested to people. Yep, it's almost full moon here. It's almost full moon everywhere. Oh, you made a Patreon? You have enough people to make a Patreon? I'm I'm so envious of you. I don't think I have enough people for Patreon. I'm not sure how many it takes. Yeah, we're gonna do I'd say probably about 8 o'clock. Unless I start a little earlier to just get everybody gathered. I don't know. Trolling the World, Daft Punk. Daft Punk's pretty good. So you can start to get yourselves together for that. I think I'll dress up for it and stuff. I'll probably be back at the PC for that. Um, yeah, probably I'll be back at the PC to do that and not the phone. Oh, oh, I see. I don't know what it entails, Black Tree. I mean, Julia, Sparkle Butt, Green Sparkle Butt. Her spirit name shall be Green Sparkly Butt. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking about it, and I don't think I want to go the Patreon route, Julia, and I'll tell you why. They take, even if somebody sends you money, they take money out. And also, it's the same way with the super chat. That's why you see this PayPal thing scrolling across the bottom. It's the only legit way that I know of right now. It's the only way that's really legit that doesn't really rob you. Yeah, me too. And dingoes want to have fun. Titan's getting me a guest. We want Denali on. Actually, I'm trying to get Denali on. She just hasn't decided to do it yet. Copper is magnetic either, right? Well, I'm wearing what amounts to my silver. This hooded poncho I always wear is made with the silver material. Oh, by the way, I washed it and it's fine. I let it get for a while. I was trying to take care of it, not get anything. So now I got to test it. Got some stuff on it, washed it. It came out fine. It still works, so it's great. So good material. He's still on Kung Fu Fighters. Chris is still expert timing. Yeah, it was a little frightening, right? Okay. Does Julia do spirit animal readings? Because I do spirit animal readings. But Julia does spirit animal readings. We could do that. What are we going to have to call you Titan the booking guy? But Titan, I do spirit animal readings. That's what I do. Anyway, when all else fails, dry clean. No, I washed it. It's fine. She does? She just says she doesn't. We'll call you Titan the booking guy. Yeah, Titan, go out and get me some people on, on the channel. I know I did a bunch of them. You might have just been forgetting Titan. I did a bunch of animal readings. And then I had Julian. You can be propelled, or it can be propelled by Wi-Fi. What can be propelled by Wi-Fi? Oh, tarot cards. Okay, I see. What I have and I will what? Oh, gee, you're going so fast I can't keep up with the chat. Oh, well. Anyway, yes, Titan, you're a fine one to talk. You still haven't been in here talking about Tartaria. Well, I don't know what Kiara does, but you can tell me about it and then I'll invite her. Okay? I just met her. Oh, I have that book somewhere. It's probably the animal medicine cards. Ghouls want to have fun. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, come up with suggestions. I'm up for it. I'm fine with it. We'll tie Julia down, her sparkly little butt down, and force her to do. No, I'm kidding. Uh, yeah, I was kind of getting that, Denali. Oh, our flying carpet propelled by Wi-Fi. uh, Looking up day stuff. Max has got classes. Max has been on here a lot, Titan. You just missed it. Max has been on, well, he's practically a co-host sometimes. Eh. Hi, Judy. How you doing? Yeah, yeah. Max has been on so many times. I was calling him my co-host for a while. And yeah, he's our alchemist. Welcome, Judy. Mama the Ocean the musical. You guys are so funny. That's another thing I love about you guys. You're so funny. This hat is funny. See, I love this hat. I can't. Lucid is cool. The eyes don't quite match. It's kind of funny. The eyes are kind of staring off in different. He's got sort of a malevolent look due to the eyes not quite there. Maybe that helps a little bit. um, yeah, Cookie could teach us about the Sith. Hmm. I never would have thought that Chris was a Sithy, though. Oh, I bit someone today. Yeah. Okay. Oh, my crew is so nuts. Whoop. It's a real close up. You don't need to be that close up. You'll see my wrinkles, my crow's feet. It's really cool. I could do it, but it'd take a while. Had to plug my phone in again. That was going. You know what? I saw something about how you should do this and that and change some of these things in order to save phone battery. And ever since I did that, my phone battery has not been lasting as long. No, I used to do that for charity. I had all of these. I would do these animal effigy things for this charitable organization. And I'll have to dredge up some of that and show you some of it. I also have, if you know anything about the Harry Potter stuff, they were having me make the Mad eye patches with the blue eye and crochet. I was making those. I'll show you some of those. Chris's spirit animal is a dumpster fire, but that's not an animal, Chris. That's an element. or a barbecue in some circles. A dumpster fire elemental. That would be the element in the room. Okay, so I got myself into some trouble. I was asking my pendulum and stuff. Oh boy, not always. Oh, by the way, Titan, since you're here, I've got unicorn horns. The crazy woman with the selenite unicorn horns. You're getting very sleepy. You're going to buy my stones. Yeah. We're going to buy my gems. Okay. Wonder where Jim is. I haven't seen Jim in a few days. Come on, baby. Light my fire. That's an elemental something. Whoop. Mine's Big Ben Bugs Bunny on occasion. So, some of you may be wondering. I've got my pendulum. So if you have questions, we'll ask them. Trying to get rid of something here. Something has popped up and I have no idea why. Oh, I would be the storm. I'm not sure about the thing, but I'm storm. I'm either storm or I'm rogue. People named me storm a while back. Either that or I'm rogue, but Duke says I'm more like rogue. You know what? You're all superheroes. Most of us act like superheroes anyway. We do. It's weird. It's like we think we need to be superheroes. I think we really are, though. Was Daffy a superhero? I suppose he could be. It's almost 10 o'clock. Is anybody taking off for Portal? Probably a few of you. That's okay. I might come along too to say hi to everybody. I'm a woman, hear me roar. There you go. All you do is have a cape on. A castrated rooster is a cape on. All you need is a castrated rooster to be a superhero. Okay, there's something wrong with that. Okay. Anybody have anything to ask the pendulum? You know that we're coming in here. I'll let this run if people want to still talk. We can still keep stay here. I don't care. Hi, Mud Fossil. How you doing? Hi, Gaia. We're all magical. Just deal with it. That's right. That's right, Circle K. You just have to deal with it, folks. You're magic. You're divine. Sorry about your look. Oh, that YouTube. So forgetful. Okay, Barry. We know what Barry wants to be known for. His action figures. His action figure has the luxuriant nose hairs. Oh, the nose hairs have a come with a Barry figure. And he has explosive farts. He has prehensile nose hairs and explosive farts. That's his action figure. That's his hero ability. He could take down a town if he wanted to with that. Everybody be after your horn then. Yeah, if you were a unicorn. Hey, Leo Medic comes in. I'm glad. I thought you were a dragon mother. Well, I can be a unicorn and a dragon mother. It's PFM drive, man. Leo Medic, our friendly neighborhood medic. Medic. I remember Bill Cosby doing his medic. That was a long time ago. Okay, but I am that. I go that far back. That's right, Denali. You tell him I can be anything I want to be. It's what we tell little girls these days. You can be anything you want to be. Unidragon. That's right. That's right, Titan. There's a starman waiting in the sky. And it's David. Would be funny. Wouldn't it be funny if yeah, the ships arrive and amid everybody else off steps Michael Jackson and David Bowie. Oh God. I would laugh. I would not be able to if ships land and somebody looks like David Bowie and somebody looks like Michael Jackson. Uh, can I ask if your truck will be fixed tomorrow? Sure, why not? You mean the pendulum? I don't know. Hey, pendulum, are you a mechanic? Hey, higher self, are you a mechanic? Well, actually, it's my larger self or whatever. My higher self is the one you see when I'm partying. But anyway, that's my higher self. Let's see. All the usual conditions apply. Will Leo's truck be fixed tomorrow? It seems to think so, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Too bad he turned out to be such a rat. Oh, yeah. Well, you could in MeWe. You could come into our MeWe group and drop off your pictures. Sure, we'll look at them. Go. Ah! You too, Titan. Yeah, I think we've pretty much done our discussing, our discussion. But I don't know whether yeah, you can just come on MeWe and show us there. That's why we've got MeWe. We've been discussing now, if you guys know anything about this, we've been discussing I want a website for us so that we have somewhere to hang out. And then of course I've got some stuff I'm selling now to make some kind of an income and to support the site, to support the stream and everything. And so, you know, I don't know what I'm doing along those lines. If you've got something to input, please do. But yeah, yep, Portal just came on, so it's up to you. Bob Hope, yeah. Okay, Leo. So you sent your truck in to be fixed. Pretty bad, huh? You too, Leo. We have a nice family here. They look out for each other. I wonder how fixed it'll be by tomorrow. Will it be all fixed or just partly fixed? Or partly cloudy with a chance of crazy? I don't know. So, oh yeah, I wanted to turn the camera around. I can't pass up the chance. Oh yeah, I don't know if I showed it while Gaia was on. Here's my unicorn horn, Gaia. Look. It's selenite. I'm selling them. If you want one, let me know. Yeah, I know. Isn't it that funny? Liberace was very obviously gay. And it was obvious. And yet, people just didn't think of that. It's funny how many, and you know who else was very obviously gay? That it just obviously, Bugs Bunny was obviously gay. Had that pointed out to me years ago, and I said, "Oh my God, you're right." He was always kissing male characters. He had some kind of thing going with Elmer Fudd. What? Don't say I have unicorn horns and I'm selling them. Made out of selenite. Really? Cool. As merch? You got merch? Merch, can you get the door? Gomer Pyle. I liked Adam's Family. Do-do-do-do. Yeah, Bugs was always getting in a drag. And he was always kissing male characters. And he was even a hairdresser, a swishy hairdresser in one. Yeah, Bugs was gay, openly gay. And we grew up with that. And it never occurred to us. That's funny. Oh, dragon gear. Cool. Well, you could be the dragon queen, but dragon queens aren't dragon queens those guys that look like girls? Oh, drag queens. Sorry. Robert Crumb had a thing for Bugs Bunny. Yes. Well, you are off, Barry, but that's why we love you. Okay, Barry, see ya. Right, and he totally didn't care what people thought, right? Yeah, Pepe Le Pew was a sexual predator. Yep. And the other one that was probably gay was Porky Pig. Probably. Oh, you're the Dragon Clan. No, that's something we have in common. Yeah, it's kind of funny because I play Looney Tunes game. It's the only game I have on. I only have one game because I don't want to like end up falling into the game and getting, games and end up just doing games because you can do that. But I have one game that I use as kind of a mindless, I'll keep one game as something I can do mindlessly, and then other stuff occurs to me. But and yeah, what a stinker! And it's funny because in there it's really obvious too. They make it quite obvious that certain characters were obviously gay. I mean, they actually kind of make them look like certain um, Hollywood personalities from that time. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, yeah, there were certain people that were probably well known to be. So it's kind of funny. And then there were times when Daffy Duck, um, yeah, because recently they brought out a character where Daffy Duck did a Carmen Miranda thing, and that he did in one cartoon. I remember that when they brought it up. It's like, yeah, Daffy Duck did that too. And we never knew. But I'll tell you, I always knew about Tinky Winky, that daggum Teletubby. I always knew there was something different about him. No comparison. Okay, so anyway, ah, so for those of you who didn't hear, we're going to get an increase in UFO sightings in the summer, around summertime, and they're going to be blatant about it. Speaking of blatant and open, they're going to be blatant about it. They're not going to be hiding what they are. They're not going to be hiding who they are. They're going to just be hanging in the sky for all to see. And they're going to be obvious. So the other thing is, yeah, I don't think tonight is the night to talk about some of what I came up with in my meditation. It just doesn't feel quite like the right night for it. But boy, have I been coming up with some weird things. I mean, if that's what's going on, it's about to get weird, folks, even weirder than it has been. Right. By summer, it's going to be a done deal. Everybody's going to, you're going to have to be so, so brainwashed to not see them, to not believe it. Yep. And it's going to get even weirder because they're going to start communicating with people like they already have, some of us. This is going to be in a bigger way. They're just going to make it gradually more and more obvious. That's going to be their way to pull their own disclosure so people don't get crazy about it. It's just going to be a little more obvious and a little more obvious every day until finally you can't deny it. It's there. Yeah. We come in peace. But yeah, they're in our skies all the time. I, every time I go out there, yep, I can just like it. The brightness of the sky will wash them out. But if I just take the camera out there, if I just take the phone out there and start taking pictures of the sky randomly, one of those pictures will have something in it at least. I want to drive. By the way, I did check with my pendulum. Yes, we have a ship. We actually do have a ship somewhere. I'll discuss that sometime. We could go together. You guys take a ship off joyriding somewhere. Who knows where you'll end up, right? Well, and then what happens next is we start getting the new technology and the forbidden technology. I can tell you that much. That's about to happen. Hi, Jackie. You have. Well, the interesting thing is usually the pilot is the ship. The pilot and the ship are like one being um, on many of the ET ships. That's why they look so different. It's made a lot of them are fly by consciousness, I'm told. It's like, well, some of them are more like our ships, but yeah, the real ETs ships don't look anything like our ships. Yep, no matter where you go, there you are. Oh, like on Farscape, yeah. I don't know, Leo. Have you got any experience flying UFOs? We want an experienced pilot, you know. I mean, you know, I want to see some credentials here. Now, me, I've been flying this woo ship for a while. I think you and Gaia have your own woo ship over there. Just wag it, huh? That way you'll let us know. Yeah, people are constantly surprised when they telepath something to these craft and they do it. They respond somehow. Yeah. More than one person who has sighted a UFO has said, "Hey, if you can hear me, you know, can you turn a different color?" And they would, you know, and it's like, oh my gosh. So, or something, or they do something. Yeah. Yeah, just waggle a wing to let me know it's you, right? Well, if I'm crazy, I'm glad y'all crazy with me. Let me take you there. I'll take you there. Oh, let me. I'll take you there. Yeah, let's not stop with just a little planet-wide spin. Let's go right on and take a look what what our realm really looks like. What what are we really living on? It's more and more doubtful that anything that we've been told is true. So I'm not. I probably wouldn't be surprised if we were living on a rainbow shitting unicorn. Yep, maybe we are. Maybe we're living on a rainbow shitting unicorn shaped place. We don't know. We are there, like Green Acres. Green Acres, we are there. Yeah, you say we're there. We're there. You know, it's like any place you can imagine, I would assume. If we're already traveling when we're remote viewing, a lot of us accidentally travel too. It's UFOs keep popping up. You mean in your remote viewing or in your life? In your remote viewing. See, you're getting their attention probably. Only thing is, be careful not to get the wrong attention. Okay, the dragon gear. Okay. I haven't even posted a link for my gear yet, but you can, because I don't have a link for my gear yet. I should. Yeah, remote viewing, I think we are monitored. And there's some evidence that they notice us. That when we're looking around, some people can see us. When you're remote viewing, some people see you remote viewing. And probably they get curious about you. Yeah, I'd say curious. Probably they're like, who is this person? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they monitor us. Yeah. And if I ever could remember all my memories, there'd probably be quite a bit because I know I used to talk about it so much and to try to talk about it to people, and I couldn't. Um, so I ended up this thing that keeps showing up here. So I ended up having to kind of hide it, for most of my life. Um, but yeah, I think I've always had something like that going on. And I think they monitor all the families. Certain families they monitor. And some of them are our own people, I think. Oh yeah, they're probably, yeah, they're around, they're just cloaked. Yeah. Yeah, we're all looking to keep our little boats afloat, our little ships afloat, aren't we? Yeah, I'm wondering what the deal is with Mars. It's like still people have found stuff in those pictures. Even the pictures that are kind of washed out, and people have found things that look like statues, a giant sized spoon, and other things. Yep, the spoon on Mars was really a hot topic for a while. And then there was a statue. It looked like part of a statue. It looked like they had some kind of an event that blew the place to hell or buried half of it or something. Yeah, I have to wonder, is any of it real? Who knows? We're not allowed to know. But maybe this summer, if we're lucky, my pendulum is right, maybe we'll start to know. I didn't look. I didn't even watch. Which, when I was younger, I wanted to watch every single thing like that. Not anymore. I just feel it's going to be more BS. Okay, hang on. Okay, let me get in touch. Get right. Okay. All the normal conditions apply. Did the Russians really land on Mars? Yes. Says yes. And are there bases on Mars of various? Yes. Various races have bases on Mars. Yes. Mhm. Good night, Leo. Have a good one. Yep. See you on the ship. Well, if we landed on the moon, we sure didn't see pictures of it because those pictures. Yep, and the pendulum is saying, "Hell yeah! If we landed on the moon, we didn't see pictures of that. That wasn't what we saw. It wasn't the pictures we got." So, did we land on the moon? The United States. Yes. And specifically, are the pictures that we were shown had do they no, they it's already saying no. I don't even have to finish. Were they anything to do? We were not really shown it. But yeah, we did like it. We made it there. Um, did we make it with help? I was told we made it with a little help from some aliens. Yeah, because they said you wouldn't be able to get past certain things with the technology we had at the time. The gamma rays, for instance, would have killed us. The other thing is that somebody mentioned is the kind of film that they had in the cameras at the time would have fried. They never would have been able to do that. You know, they would never be able to get pictures back or anything. That would be impossible. So, yeah, if you speed it up, it looks like Earth. And I'll tell you something else they do. They they make their hair, they kind of tease up their hair and put extra strong hairspray or gel or something in it so it looks like it's flying up, so it looks like it's anti-gravity. I've done that with my hair. I could make my hair look like it's look like I'm in zero G if I wanted to. But I could tell by the way that they were moving their head, it wasn't moving with them. It wasn't moving right, like it would if it was really zero G. It was staying stiff and moving along with their head. That means they were using product. I know. I used to do costuming. I have done some special effects and makeup and stuff. I know what I'm looking at. Yeah. There was so much bullshit. hmm Well, who was the dude? There was a dude who used to have his hair straight up. I can't remember. Yeah, I did that back in can't remember how long ago it was. When was that? But was it the 80s or something? When the hair gel look started to happen and the zero G look started to happen, where we had all kinds of big hair and stuff. I actually I actually had zero G hair. I would wear zero G hair around. I would wear it out to the clubs and stuff. So it's the truth. I did it. I could make my hair look like all kinds of things. I was doing topiary practically with my hair. hmm Bouffants and beehives were in, yeah. Oh yeah, the eraser head guy. Yeah, that's another one. And there was one too, another one, a rapper that had his hair straight up, a black one. He always wore it like a foot high or more. Were they trying to look like the ancient ancient people with the very big craniums? And then something else I noticed is that it was lost on me too for a while until somebody uh, kind of made fun of it. But the Simpsons, their heads are shaped like those people, like those aliens on the, carved. Trying to remember the Sumerian tablets, the ones with the pot bellies and the very big craniums. The Simpsons are shaped like that. Their heads are shaped like that. Yeah, yeah, the conehead aliens. See, we know that all of this stuff exists. It's like, and we're still supposed to pretend that we don't know. We're still supposed to pretend that it isn't real and that didn't really happen. And my God, it's like we're so gaslighted. We've been so gaslighted our whole damn lives, haven't we? We know, but we don't know. We absolutely know. We've got absolute evidence, except there's no evidence. It's insane. Well, yeah, Mr. Burns said, yeah. Um, it's been 2 hours. I haven't eaten all day. I think 2 hours is pretty good for tonight. And if SOR is kind of boring, I may come back on a little bit. I don't know, just to say hi to everybody. I'm sorry, but last night I was not impressed. I wish I was. I didn't learn anything much. And it's too bad because Louis Alonso is a big name. And I think we were all hoping for more, but he just wouldn't give. Dave grilled him like a steak and he just wouldn't give. Yeah, it's too bad. And then people were complaining, but what do you expect? I mean, they can only say so much if they're associated with the government. They can't tell the whole truth. It's too bad. I really think he'd like to. I really think some of these people would like to. Yeah, he was more like a politician. Yeah. Yeah, SOR last night, Pam. Well, did not live up to any expectations at all. All Dave got him to sort of kind of maybe say that he might have seen aliens at some point, what people would call aliens, allegedly. It's like, yes, it's so BS. It's like, and they're like, am I supposed? And then the next guy that came on, all he was talking about, instead of talking about the phenomena, he was talking about the crowd that studies the phenomena. He was talking about the people that study the phenomena. It's like, I don't care about that shit. I really don't. I don't care what you think of the UFO crowd. Can you tell me something I don't know? I already know all the prima donna shit about that. Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't admit to aliens, he admitted to UFOs. Maybe. Not quite though. He didn't exactly quite admit it. Yes, I may or may not have seen aliens. I may or may not have seen UFOs. What some people would call UFO. So why are we even asking? Why are we asking him? If he can't tell us, I understand. You don't want to die or your family to die. You don't want to break your code. You don't want to break your agreements. All kinds of bad things can happen to people who break their agreements. However, then why are we asking? Why are we asking you? You can't tell us. So, thanks. I think next time he's on a program, I'll just watch something else. Sorry. SOR last night was so sad. Everybody's like, Lou Elizondo is on. Lou Elizondo, man. And then it turns out an hour and a half of pretty much Politico stuff. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah. You know, that's what really annoys me about so many things is that, well, that's what I'm saying. Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. I'm so tired of the gaslight thing. I'm tired of it. We're constantly gaslighted. Oh yeah, this person, they're an authority, but they can't freaking say anything. What good is that? The only positive thing I came out with about him is I think he really would like it if somebody else would take the yoke up off of him and be the authority and do all that, because I think he kind of doesn't like what he has to do very well. He kind of feels like he has to do it, but he doesn't really enjoy it exactly. Yeah, I mean, exactly like that, Ken. You've seen thylacines. No, but you can't have seen thylacines. They're extinct. Well, I saw one anyway. So, come on. Yeah, I know what you mean, though. It's like, no, you didn't see what you saw. No, you saw something else. Yeah, we get that all the freaking time. Swamp gas from Uranus is all it was. A weather balloon. Yeah. You're just seeing, oh, and now what the latest one is, no, you're seeing the, what is it, the cell phone satellites or something. And if you see, it's the same with every single kind of phenomena. They do the same little song and dance with you. Oh no, that wasn't what you saw. What you saw was a bear. That wasn't a Sasquatch. It was just a bear. Yeah, I think we're all tired of it. I think we're all getting really, really tired of it. And yet, if I bring it up to people, even people who have an interest in it, and they're not ready to hear what I know about it, they will absolutely treat me like I'm a little crazy. Like there were a couple of guys I brought it up to that they were always talking about Sasquatch, you know, among themselves. And then to me, they mentioned it, and I said, "Oh, yeah, I know some investigators." Oh, cool. And then I said, "Yeah, in fact, I even know some people that live among them and talk to them all the time." And they're like, I said, "Yeah, it turns out they're not really apes or animals or anything. They're actually a different kind of people." And they just look at me like, she's gone crazy. She's one of those nutballs. I said, "Well, it's true, you know. I know some people who talk to them. They say they're people. They mind speak me. I'm pretty sure that's who I was talking to. And they have told me that they've known me all my life, pretty much. So, right, right, exactly. We've all experienced things, and that's one of the things that brings us together. We have all experienced things that people try to say we should. No, you never experienced that. Whether it's, and it doesn't matter whether it's ghosts, UFOs, cryptids, doesn't matter. No, they're going to tell you, you didn't see that. You didn't experience that. You experienced something else. Sometimes I'm kind of opinionated. Well, yeah, maybe sometimes it isn't even sometimes. Probably I'm quite opinionated. I guess there are times when I'm very opinionated, but I don't like people telling me I didn't see what I saw and I didn't experience what I experienced. And I don't like them telling you that either. And I think there are a darn lot of us that are really just fed up with it. And I think that's part of why we have to stick together and not fall to fighting amongst ourselves too. Because when that guy started in on, well, these people are this way and that these investigators are that way, and it's like, you know what? Quit discussing each other and discuss the phenomena. Quit getting on each other's cases. Look, I know y'all don't like each other, but get past that and realize that we have a bigger goal here. Okay? Denali's ready to punch your lights out. You better watch. She's 5'2", eyes of blue. Oh, what these two fists can do, has anybody seen? Denali in action. Da 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 da. Okay. Yeah. I just sit there and look at them like you're the crazy ones. But people are. They're mind controlled. They're brainwashed. They don't want to believe. I mean, I know there are some of them that have seen things, and they'll talk about it when they're drunk or high or something, and then later on, oh no, I never said anything like that. That was just jive talking. I know, Denali. Yeah, it's entirely possible. It's entirely possible, Ken. There's a doggone PFM again. See, this is another thing Access Conscious will teach you is that everybody's a lot more psychic than they think they are, than they know they are. And they're everybody has some kind of awareness and they don't know they do. Every one of you, whoever wonders about these things, every one of you, whoever has any kind of experiences with these things, you have all got a lot more awareness than you know you have. And people keep trying to turn it off, tune it out. Say, no, you don't. It's like David Icke says, why, it's so much easier to police the masses when they police themselves. When the masses get on your case because you're not conforming to the rhetoric, you're not conforming to the program, the plan. If you're going outside of that, then yeah, you're in trouble. You're crazy or something, and it's like, no. Yeah, David Icke, he's a guy that's been around. He started his career by saying he was Jesus Christ. He was on all the shows. And when I look back on it, what that was doing was preparing him for what was to come. Because after that, he and his family stuck together through this. Because going on live TV saying you're Jesus Christ does kind of make you vulnerable, right? Well, later on, coming out with the UFO and the all of the other stuff, and the reptiles and all of that he comes up with, that all of the stuff he talks about, all of the conspiracy stuff. He was talking about how he actually, through his ordeal of being Jesus Christ, he learned how to not care what people thought, because there wasn't anywhere that he could go where people didn't recognize him and say, there's that crazy dude who thinks he's Jesus Christ, David Icke. And he just got over it. He just got over it. And he just said, well, I don't really give a fuck anymore. Literally, don't give, literally, although he said it in a David Icke way, literally, mate, don't give a fuck. Really, literally, mate, don't care. Yeah. Well, I used to go around doing spontaneous readings too. I stopped doing it. People didn't appreciate it very much. I stopped just giving spontaneous readings, just blurting stuff out. I let people stay ignorant unless I just got tired of catching the flack for it. Yeah. Right. After going around saying he was the son of God for years on the talk show circuit, yeah, now he doesn't care what anybody thinks. And that's, I think, yeah, I don't offer anymore most of the time, unless it's really obvious to me, unless I get a ping that, yeah, I should now say something. Most of the time, I'll just sit there and wait. Okay. Pam, thanks for coming. Yeah, we're all. Know ye not that ye are gods and sons of gods? Who said that? Oh, yeah, that guy. Oh, I'm telling you, you're all divine. You're on this channel because you're divine. If you weren't divine, you wouldn't be attracted here. Wouldn't be attracted to this stuff at all if you weren't divine. You've got divine consciousness within you, or it would be just nothing to you. You'd be ignoring all this, you know? You'd be enmeshed in soap opera and I don't know, Pornhub or something, and not pay any attention and not pay any attention to any of this. Okay, take care, sweetie. I'm about to close it down, I think, because, yeah, I want to eat. Like I said, I've been doing my meditations, I've been fasting. Now it's time to eat. I love you guys. Truth is where you find it. I hope you find some on this channel. And this is Ocean Making Waves. And you know exactly why you need to go make some too. I love you all, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget, Friday's our night.